The sun rose slowly above the endless African savanna. Golden light spread across tall grass, shining on rivers, hills, and scattered forests. But this was not the Africa of today. It was 1.7 million years ago, a world wild and untamed, full of beasts larger and stronger than anything humans know now. Giant elephants with curved tusks moved through the plains. Saber-toothed cats stalked silently in the shadows. Crocodiles bigger than trees lurked near rivers. And high above, in the tallest trees, giant bees built their hives, bees with stingers long enough to kill. In this world lived a small tribe of early humans, the Homo habilis. They were not yet the masters of the earth. They did not have strong weapons, sharp language, or safe houses. They lived in caves and simple shelters, surviving only by sharp eyes, quick feet, and clever hands. The hunger of the tribe, Karu, a young male of the tribe, crouched in the grass with his empty stomach growling. His tribe had gone days with little food. The roots they dug from the earth were bitter. The small lizards they caught were few, and the great beasts of the plains, elephants, antelope, and buffalo, were too strong and too fast. Karu's eyes wandered to the trees. His mouth watered as he remembered the taste of honey. Once, long ago, when he was still a child, he had licked a broken piece of honeycomb found on the ground. The taste had been sweet, rich, and powerful. It gave him energy. It gave him joy, but the honey belonged to the giant bees, and no one dared go near their hives. The bees attacked in swarms. Their buzzing shook the air like thunder. Their stings pierced flesh, leaving swelling and pain. Some hunters had died trying. Others carried scars that never healed. Yet hunger was a cruel master. The tribe needed food. Karu's daughter cried at night from emptiness. The elders grew weaker each day. Something had to be done. The fire on the horizon. That morning, as Karu searched for roots, his eyes caught something unusual in the distance. A thin, dark line rose into the sky. It twisted and curled like a snake. Smoke. His heart beat faster. Karu had seen smoke before, from natural fires started by lightning. The tribe always feared fire. It burned grass, chased animals, and destroyed shelters. They stayed far away, watching the flames from a distance. But today, something inside Karu changed. He noticed how the birds flew away from the smoke. He noticed how insects scattered, confused and weak. Even dangerous animals ran from it. He stared at the sky, thinking of the bees. If fire makes the strong beasts flee, will it make the bees flee too? The thought struck him like a stone. He could not push it away. Smoke might be the answer to stealing honey. The idea of smoke. That night, Karu sat near the tribe's small shelter. The moonlight lit his face as he scratched at the dirt with a stick. His mind spun with the image of the smoke. Other tribe members whispered, laughed, and argued around him. Some gnawed on roots. Others lay down to rest. None of them thought of honey. None of them dared. But Karu could not forget. He imagined walking with a burning branch, climbing the tree, and waving smoke into the hive. He imagined the bees buzzing, angry but confused, unable to fight. He imagined breaking the hive and bringing honey to his people. It was dangerous. He could die. But so many already suffered. Was it not worth the risk? Karu closed his eyes. His decision was made. Tomorrow he would try. The gathering of fire. The next day the air smelled strange. A storm had passed, and lightning had struck a patch of dry grass. Smoke still rose faintly from the burned earth. Karu's heart pounded as he ran toward it. The ground was black, covered in ash. Thin flames still licked the edges of fallen branches. He crouched, fear and awe mixing inside him. Fire was alive. It moved, it ate, it breathed. But it could also be touched, if one was careful. He grabbed a long branch. At first, nothing. Then with a burst of sparks, the tip caught fire. Orange light glowed, smoke rising into the air. Karu coughed, waving the smoke from his face, but he smiled. It worked. He held smoke in his own hands. The walk to the hive. The giant hive hung high in an ancient tree near the river. It was massive, larger than Karu's chest, built with layers of wax. From inside came the low, terrifying hum of the bees. Karu's tribe gathered behind him, whispering nervously. None dared to step closer. They thought he was mad. Some pointed at him, others shook their heads. But Karu did not stop. He tightened his grip on the smoking branch, the heat burning his fingers. His eyes stayed on the hive. The buzzing grew louder as he approached. The bees swarmed near the entrance, black and golden bodies flashing in the sunlight. Karu lifted the branch, letting the smoke curl toward the hive. His heart pounded like a drum. Every step felt like walking into death. The battle of smoke and bees. The bees reacted at once. Their wings shook the air, their buzzing louder than thunder. A swarm rushed toward Karu, stingers ready. Karu waved the burning branch wildly. Smoke rose in thick clouds surrounding him. The bees slowed, confused. They swirled in circles, bumping into each other. Some fell to the ground, wings weak. Karu's eyes widened. It worked. The smoke made them retreat. With a cry of triumph, he climbed the tree. His hands gripped the rough bark. His feet slipped, but his will held strong. The bees swarmed again, but each time he waved the smoke, they pulled back. At last, he reached the hive. The sweet victory Karu reached into the hive, ignoring the sticky wax that clung to his skin. His fingers sank into golden honey. It dripped thick and rich down his arm. He lifted a handful to his mouth. The taste exploded across his tongue. Sweetness stronger than any fruit, richer than any root. Energy surged through him, fire in his veins. He laughed aloud, his voice echoing across the river. He tore chunks of honeycomb from the hive and threw them down to the tribe. The people rushed forward, hands grabbing, mouths chewing, their eyes lit with joy. Children danced, their faces sticky with honey. Elders cried as the sweetness touched their lips. For the first time in weeks, the tribe felt full, strong, alive. The close call but danger had not left. The wind shifted suddenly. The smoke thinned. The bees surged back, angry and vengeful. Karu shouted, waving the branch harder. Flames burned brighter, smoke rising again. He scrambled down the tree, clutching honey in both hands. The bees swarmed around him, but the smoke pushed them back just enough. He landed on the ground, panting, his skin covered in sweat and honey. His tribe cheered, lifting him high. The bees retreated to their damaged hive, their buzzing fading. Karu had done it. He had stolen honey from the giant bees. The first spark of ingenuity that night, the tribe feasted on honey. Laughter echoed through the caves. Children played, their bellies full. The elders blessed Karu, calling him brave, calling him clever. But Karu's mind was not only on honey. He stared at the smoking branch lying beside the fire. He thought of what smoke had done. It had made the strong bees weak. It had turned fear into victory. Perhaps smoke could do more. Perhaps fire was not only danger, it was power. And so, under the stars of a wild and ancient sky, the first spark of human